Hey guys, welcome back to Gubble. So, I have a very interesting story about episodes 3 and 4. I recorded these about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I tried a new technique with my audio. For some reason, it didn't record the game audio, so I decided, hey, you know what, I'll just keep the footage here, and I'll just put in some video game music that I really like. Turns out that didn't really work out too well, so what I decided to do was play back up to World 3 on a new save file, so now we're back where we're supposed to be. Anyway, we are introduced to a new tool, which is the best one in the game. You thought the hammer was good because it was fast? No, this one's even better. This is the saw, and it gets rid of these little pegs, I suppose that's what they're called. It gets rid of them instantly. So this is the best tool in the game by far. The only downside is that it's very loud when you go over these, so I don't know what I'm going to have to do with the audio. I can barely hear myself talking right now. So anyway, level 3, or world 3 rather, is fairly easy. It's, you know, we've pretty much seen all this stuff before. Well, I mean, I have. This is the second time I'm recording it, but whatever. That was weeks ago. I'm not familiar with any of this. What are you talking about? So, hopefully these episodes will go by pretty fast since they're really fresh in my mind. So this level's pretty easy. You just have to dodge these little eyeballs. They're on fixed paths. One thing I will say is at the time I'm recording this, I already have episodes 5 and 6 recorded. I have not edited them, obviously, because I go in order, but it's really weird knowing that I have 5 and 6 recorded, despite the fact that I don't necessarily have 3 and 4 recorded. But again, that was because of an audio issue. I'm not exactly sure why it happened, but it happened. Also, I realized that on those episodes, my microphone gain was really high, so everything I was saying was distorted. Anyway, in this Zimbot we have another special Zimbot, and I'm not sure which one this is because it's been a while, but we'll find out now. Alright, special Zimbot 4. This one has a really neat gimmick, and it introduces a new tool. It is the sander over here. Notice how there are no screws to unscrew. That's because you have to go over everything with the sander to uncover all of the screws. And I'm pretty sure it only works with screws, and this tool is used in, I think, a couple of the levels, not a lot, so this is not a tool that we're going to be seeing a lot of, thankfully. But the thing that sucks about this tool is that it pretty much forces you to go over every square inch of the level because you know the one area that you didn't cover is going to be the one area that has a screw. You just know it's going to happen. And it doesn't help that in this Zimbot, these guys are so slow. And I don't know how this bottom row is going to go because everyone seems to be congregating down here. But we'll just have to find out. There we go, that's pretty smooth. Man, isn't this Zimbot fun? I'm not sure if there's one more over to the right, so I'm gonna... Okay, there's one more. Let's at least sand it. Okay, hopefully I can beat this guy, but it doesn't matter if I can or can't. There we go. Good enough. Alright, so now we have a speed boost. And I'm not sure. Have we been introduced to cannons yet? I think we have been. But cannons are pretty fun. They just shoot. And they're pretty easy to predict. Thankfully, these UFOs right here are not the sentient kind. The sentient ones are terrible. They're the ones that fly around. You saw them in the last episode in that special Zimbot. They fly around and generally cause havoc, and they're really hard to avoid. These guys are simple, though. Alright, so we're going to go down here, and we're going to get the last couple of nuts down here, and we're going to finish the Zimbot, and then do more Zimbots, because that's the name of the game, baby. There we go, easy. Oops, okay. Oh, that last one's fast, that's great. There we go. Total guessing game. Total guessing game, but that's fine. Alright, so we've completed these 3 Zimbots, so let's go ahead and make a save here so we can finish one more here. Oh, I guess there are 4. So that section had 4 instead of 3 like I thought, but that's fine. This is a pretty easy Zimbot. It uses a lot of platforms that move. So basically you just do a lot of waiting. A lot of waiting, a lot of hovering, more waiting, more hovering. Just sitting around. Occasionally you get to unscrew things and actually play the game. Sometimes these little UFOs decide to bother you. You know, it's a fun level. Oh, and that guy hit me because they're flying up, because these guys are assholes. There we go. Swap our tool. And we just have one more platform. Ah, who cares? Take a hit, I don't care. Okay, so that was easy, that was fun, I suppose. So now we're gonna go ahead and get rid of these 3 Zimbots here. Now this Zimbot's really interesting because I remember about 15 or 16 years ago, I had a CD that was a big sample of all these different games. And one of the games on there was Gubble, and that's how I found out about the game. Turns out this is one of the levels that was included on the little sample. So that's really neat, how I've actually played this game in a sample, despite the fact that it only included the first level. So it had this level and a couple of the ones from the first world, but it had like a big mismatch of levels, like hard ones, easy ones, and I think there are about 7 in all. But it's really weird because I've never been able to find that CD again, despite the fact that I've really wanted to check it out. And I mean, I can't even find any information on what the CD might be. I think it was like some Windows arcade thing, but I'm not sure. Anyway, back to the level. You just have to do these screws here, dodge a cannon, dodge some UFOs. This was definitely the hardest level in the demo that I played. Let's go this way. These guys are on a fixed path, but it's weird because when you hit these guys off their path, they'll become sentient. Like, let's demonstrate it right here. Let's see what they do. So yeah, instead of going back, they kind of went around to get me. So it's really strange. I kind of like that kind of programming. It makes the enemies seem more, I don't know, I guess vicious or something like that, even though the enemies in this game aren't necessarily vicious or anything like that. Anyway, this is another level like we saw in World 2, only it is a lot more boring. So we're going to go over here, and we're going to dodge all these guys. We're going to use our hammer for great justice and all that stuff, all those little memes. Now, behind these little pillars here are nails, and that's really annoying because I didn't know that the first time I played this game, so this Simba took an abnormally long amount of time. I know now, I know how sneaky this game can be. Another case of sneakiness is behind this pillar. What do we have? A bonus Zimbot. And I'm not sure which one this is because, I mean, I had the counter. I put it up for what should be on episode 5 and 6. So I'm not exactly sure what the counter should be right now. Oh no, this is a difficult one right here. Everything's fixed, but there we go. It's easy. Later on, these bonus Zimbots will become tricky. There's one that I did, I think, in either episode 5 or 6. That is the hardest bonus Zimbot by far, and I got it the first try, so watch out for that one. It's going to be pretty awesome. You know, relatively speaking. I mean, I don't know if anybody considers Gubble to be an awesome game, but whatever. Oh, just get out of my way. Come on. Fuck it. I'm just going in. There we go. take a couple of hits, but you know, it's all for the interest of getting this level done on a relatively normal time. So here's our last level of this little section here, and this one, I kind of like the design of it. I mean, I always like the level design in this game in general, but it kind of sucks because all these platforms are really big, so it's harder to control Gubble. And it doesn't help that we're using the drill, which is, oh, the best tool in the game. Alright, so here's Plumaxia. This is another interesting level because it uses the bolt remover, you know, our favorite tool in the game. And we have a cannon, so I mean, everything about this level is annoying. Especially the bullet/boiler bot here, who's going to give us a very hard time. There we go, clear the cannon. Got that. But this is a fairly good run right here. We only took a couple of hits and we got the best time, so that's pretty nice. Alright, so this is Plumaxia, and here we have another bonus Zimbot, so let's chalk that one up for the counter. Cheesy burger indeed. Okay, so here we have things that we have to fly over, which make the level, I guess, a little bit difficult, but, I mean, honestly, this one's pretty easy. Now watch me immediately fuck it up. Like that. There we go. Okay. Ah, that was easy. Come on, that was awesome. I'm still vehemently doing this to get the best score. Alright, best score obtained. So now, we're just gonna play the level like normal, obviously. Gonna get our health, gonna go over here and unnut some things. Unnut, that's a word, right? Unnut. I really hope that's a word. Disassemble some things, some nuts. Disassemble some nuts. Insert lots of nut jokes in here because why not? I'm 21 fucking years old. I'm almost 22, so you know, maturity is totally my strong point. Here we go. Best time again. See, look at that. I'm just amazing at this game. Every time I play it, I somehow get better. Okay, so this Simbot's pretty fun because there's a bonus Simbot in this one too. And when I first recorded this, I did not catch it, but now I know where it is. So let's get behind the secret passage and do this bonus Simbot. And I can't remember much about this one because I didn't actually know about this one until I started recording for this Let's Play. So this one's actually pretty new to me, despite the fact that I think it's one of the easier ones. A lot of the tools are bunching up here, which is nice. Okay, holy crap. Okay, so we need at least 40, wow. Okay, let's try this again then. Wow. Okay, well that's the first time I've failed a bonus Simbot. I might put a counter in for that. Times bin has fucked up. Alright, pretty good patterns here. Okay, there's the coin, got the coin, alright. Wow, okay. So that was a little bit brutal, but oh, they get worse later on. They get much worse. Let's grab this health here, and let's get our nut remover. Get some more health, because why the fuck not? I thought that was actually a speed boost, so whatevs, we fine. So these little plants right here, I don't know if I've talked about them before. What they do is they chew you up and they spit you out, and sometimes later on puzzles are going to actually depend on this. Like, let me just demonstrate right here. Chews you up, spits you out somewhere. See? And that helped right there because it spat me up to that platform. So if this were a speed run, that would be a pro strat right there. Get a D boost, yo. So we have one more Simbot left, and this one I think is pretty fun. I think it has a bonus Simbot in it because there's a lot of bonus Simbots in this level, or this world rather. There are a lot of bonus Simbots in this world, and actually no, there's not one. But we do have a robot, and we cannot fly over him because he actually hurts us if we try to fly over him. So what we're gonna do is try to avoid him, because, you know, that's the best thing we can do. You can't really defend yourself in this game. I guess you could say that Gubble is a real survival horror game then. Damn. Damn! Just keeps on coming back, man. There we go. There we go. Just a little bit of bad enemy patterns there, but that's fine. So that'll do it for World 3, and hey, I used my saves properly, so now you can see what happens when you don't use all your saves, when you leave the level. It just blows up. Alright, I'll see you guys in World 4.